most of you will recognize this. This is my ASG Dan Wesson revolver. Okay, and here's the stock shells. Here's the plastic ones that I did with the you can put multiple BBs in. But what I wanted to show today is, I'm going to get this off the table so we can move around a little bit better, is you have the two shells here, the metal one with the rubber top and the plastic shell, and something new that a friend of mine at our local at the local airsoft arena made up for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on these because I'm kind of far back. Alright, so what you can see is here's the metal shell, here's the plastic shell. These both, this one is a single BB, this one I adjusted so you could get up to 5 in it. But this, and there is a defect on this one, a piece broke off the top there, but this is just a prototype. This is a prototype multi-BB shell. Now, he's telling me that he could get up to 5 or 6 in here. Manually loading them, I can get about 3 in here. He said with a speed loader he can get in 5 or 6. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get a speed loader and we're going to try to load a couple in there. I'm going to load a couple by hand. We're going to do some preliminary tests and see what the FPS is with 3s. 3 in there, 4 in there, 5 in there, 6 in there, and get an idea on the FPS and what it cuts down from a single shot to a multi-shot, and then go from there. Okay, this is simplistic to see. You can do this with a speed loader, but I'm going to do it by hand so you can get an idea. This is the metal shell. One BB goes in there, clips in there like a champ. Now, this particular shell, the plastic one, the BBs go in from the bottom. So that's one BB in there like that. I'm going to leave that as one BB because I want to test fire the gun with one shell with one BB in each one and see what the FPS is. Now, starting to the right of this broken off piece here, there's 1, 2, 3. Now, that's tight. I just want to see if I can get a 4th one in there. No, I can't. Probably can with a speed loader, but we're going to call it good. So there's 1, 2, 3. Now 3 go in there really good, and they clip in, and they're not falling out too. So we got 1. The first one always goes in easy. The second one's a little harder, but by the time it hits the 3rd BB going in there, it's tight. Okay, so we go 1. Now see, that one's tight right off the bat. 2. That is really tight. I don't know if there's a dividend or what's going on with that. Okay, I got 3 in there, but boy, that one was really tight getting it in there. And then there's 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm not loading that broken piece one now. I'm going to pull the chrono over on this side. We're going to get some testing looking at the chrono with the 2 single shots, and then I'm going to put this in and shoot it 5 times and see what we get with the 3 rounds in each one. Okay, we're going to start off with the 2 single rounds in here. First is going to be the metal shell, and next is going to be the plastic shell. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'll line these up. Okay, that's ready to go. And these are .20 BBs that I'm using, and the chrono is set for .20. So let's see what the first shot gives me. 420. Now the CO2 is way down. I've been using this for quite a while. It's 420, which is still not bad. 467. That's with the plastic shell. The plastic shell seems to like put a lot more power out there to it. So you can see these are shooting way over 400 with a single BB, which would make them unacceptable for any location. Alright, now we're going to put this in here. Okay, supposedly this first shot is going to be the first 3-round shot. Now 2 BBs again, and 3-round burst. 272, 254, 237, 185, 215, and there's nothing in there. I want to just, for shits and giggles here, I think that my CO2 is really going down, so we're going to put one shell. We're going to put one shell in here. We're going to put one BB in this to see if this is still shooting about 420. See, now it's shooting 390. CO2 is really going down, so that 270 excuse me, that 270 is what the average was I was seeing yesterday. So on a fresh CO2, you might be getting closer to 300 with 2.0s. But still, 3 rounds is cutting this down by at least 150, in my opinion. It goes from 420 down to 270, so there's, there's 120 right there. So that's awesome. Let's say on average it's doing about 120. So a gun that's shooting at 550 is going to go down to 450, 430. Okay, that don't sound right, but maybe it's going down more than that. But we'll see. No, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. No, that's right. 420 down to 270 is 50, 150. Yeah, so that's better. So it's pretty good. I might do some shooting tests. As you guys can tell, my head's blocked up and I've got a slight chest cold. So I might throw a fresh CO2 in there just to see how it shoots. And we might keep loading these to see if we got any differences on the .20s. And remember, these are .20s, so with .25s, using them at our local arena, it's going to be way down there. It'll be plenty. It'll fit right in the FPS without a problem. Okay, I put a brand new CO2 cartridge in here, and I have the 2 single shot shells ready to go. So let's see what we get. 539, that's the stock metal shell, and this is the stock plastic shell. 800, I don't think so, but I'm going to do another one in that particular shell just because I don't think that was a correct reading. Let's try it again. 574. That makes more sense. So you're way over 500 with these single shells. Now here's our shells here with 3 BBs in them. So I'm going to try to line up the short one again. Alright, this is the short one with 3. Everyone has 3 BBs in it, but this is the short broken off one shell. I want to see what the FPS is on this. 329. 306, 305, 340, 326, and 351. Now, remember, this is with .20s, so at most arenas this would work except for that last one, and I have no idea why it went that high. Usually they're pretty low. So going from over 500 to like down to 300 or under 350 is phenomenal. I might take the camera out and freehand shooting 3 at a time because setting up the tripod and doing all that stuff is a pain in the butt. But I might. We'll see. Okay, just so you can see, the old outhouse there, storage shed, is roughly 45 to 50 feet away. So I'm going to zoom in, and we're going to shoot in the doorway with the 3 rounds just so you can see how they hit. Hopefully you'll be able to catch them and see what they look like. So this is the shortened shell. The busted off shell, I should say. Whoa, what a spread. Oh, that's a good one. Pretty good spread on a couple of them. I hope you caught that on camera because it is 15 degrees out here and I'm freezing my butt off. Here we are at 65-foot target. Let's see if I can hit the 65. Whoa, I shot it way high. missed it all together. And that was it. I shot really high on that first shot. I don't know where I was aiming at, but there you can see it's hitting 65 feet. Okay, here final conclusion. You saw the single metal shell and plastic shell shooting 1 BB, shoots way over 500. This new prototype that you can put 3 rounds in seems to be shooting, you know, in the 300s, which is like knocking it down 200 FPS, which is incredible. I'll give the exact figures in the video, I'll post it. But this is a prototype, and it's just made out of this white, and like I said, this broken piece on the one side here. Still, it works pretty good. It is a little, in this holder piece here, it is a little fragile, moves around, but even if it would break loose, you'd be able to put the shells in by themselves. This is going to be a great product if he starts selling them. He said he's going to be doing a little bit better material. I'm not quite sure what the cost is, final cost is going to be on something like this. But he was saying that he wants to sell them in packs of 3, which for a revolver would be awesome. That's 18 shots, have a little, it's almost like a little speed loader. You just put it in, all 5 shells going in one shot. Shells come out in one shot. So you'd have 18 shots. And it would be CQB friendly. So this is an awesome idea. I know there are a couple other places or a couple other guys that I saw try to do this. I've tried to do it with these single shells, but this is awesome. I really think this is going to be something that they want to get. The only negative thing I would say on this is, let's just say you're allowing this revolver to come into the arena. With 3 rounds, yeah, it gets it down to the FPS level. But if the guy's a dick and just loads 1 BB in here, it's going to shoot a little hot. So, it's a catch-22. It's just like the power down shells, the ASG power down shells. If the guy has 6 of the power down shells and, you know, 18 of the regular shells, during the game, he might slip the regular shells in there, and now he's shooting over 500. So it is an honor thing too, more than anything else, or a referee thing that you got to keep on top of, that they are putting the right amount of BBs in here, and they're not shooting a way hot gun for the arena. It's a catch-22. So I think it's a good product. It'd be a lot of fun, and hopefully people play with honor, put the 3 BBs in there to bring the FPS down. That would be awesome. Now, I know there is some mods that they put a valve of some kind in here to adjust the FPS so you can take it down. I know it's available. They can do that for my wind gun, and that might be something that you want to do for the Dan Wesson like this. I know ASG is coming out with, or they're already out with, another revolver with a hop-up even, and it's CQB friendly. That is really phenomenal. I think that's maybe one to look into and get if people are looking for revolvers. So, hope you enjoyed the video. My apologies again. My head is blocked up. My chest feels like somebody's sitting on it because of this chest cold. And I will talk to you guys again. I hope you guys have a good day.
Set.
Set. Set. Set.